From the Opubco Studios in Oklahoma City, you're watching the Press Row. Press Row is brought to you by Cox High-Speed Internet. I'm Jenny Carlson here with Barry Trammell, and it's time for our weekly 5 and 5 segment. 5 topics in 5 minutes. Barry, let's start off with the NBA. Will there be a season?
I think there will be. I mean, I don't think it's going to be much of one. Maybe the 50-game deal we had 12, 13 years ago, but I just can't see a nuclear winter. I can't see him going off the cliff.
You're Mr. Optimism right now. I'm trying to hold out hope that there will be an NBA season, but it just looks dimmer and dimmer all the time, Barry. These sides, they just seem so far apart. Nobody has come out and said, I like this, I like this, I like this. Now let's make a deal.
Yeah, well, the players have only missed one check. Now, you know, people keep saying the players are going to be the ones to cave.
Yeah.
I think that's probably right. I tend to favor the players in this disagreement, but start missing more checks, I think they're going to be some waffling.
Well, and I think there were players that heeded the warnings of last season when the league or the Players Association said start saving money. But Barry, you and I know there are lots of guys that spend beyond their means. Those are the guys that are going to start pushing.
Well, and yeah, if one thing we've learned is sort of the international lifestyle, these guys really haven't been hunkered down. I think they're going to start hurting.
All right, our next topic, Brandon Weeden. Barry, will he win the Heisman?
I am going to predict no.
Okay.
I think Andrew Luck's still going to win it. I just think the name recognition, the big head start. Andrew Luck hasn't played poorly. I mean, he didn't play great against Oregon, but excellent quarterback. He's still going to get a lot of cachet. I think Andrew Luck is still going to win it, but Brandon Weeden's going to make it interesting.
He is going to make it interesting, and I think a big game against OU could go a long ways towards him winning this thing. Barry, you're right. Andrew Luck has not played poorly. But in that close game against SC and in the loss to Oregon, he didn't play great. He did not help his team win those games necessarily, especially that Oregon game. Not great.
No. So, I mean, Weeden's got a chance. I think it'd be a great story, be great for the state, great for OSU, great for Brandon. We all love him. I'm pulling for him. I hope he does win it. I think it's going to be an uphill climb, but you're right. A great game against the Sooners on that Saturday night could have a lot of people voting for him on Sunday.
He's at least going to New York.
I would think he's going to see the lights of Broadway.
I do too. All right, back to our topics. This one about Landry Jones. Should he be a Heisman candidate?
Somebody sent me.
And I keep forgetting the bell. What is wrong with me?
I don't know, but somebody asked me this question. If Michael Honeycutt snakes that little field goal, 28 yards, through the upright instead of off the upright and out, is Landry Jones the hot Heisman candidate today?
Sooners
would be unbeaten, coming off a couple of huge games, Kansas State, Texas A&M. I don't think Landry Jones has got a chance to win the Heisman, but I do think he can mount a campaign.
He can.
If he has the big game on Bedlam Saturday night, I think a lot of people are going to say, hey, what about Landry Jones? I think he's got a chance to get to New York. I don't think he's got a chance to win it.
I think winning is going to be nearly impossible. And, you know, the truth is, yes, he did not kick that field goal. Maybe he could. Bob Stoops, you might give him a try. But when you're a quarterback, wins and losses matter, Barry, and he did not play well in that Tech game. Yes, they had a chance at the end, but he didn't play well, and that has to be part of the equation too.
You're exactly right. I mean, people are still beating up OU for losing, justifiably so, and Landry Jones has to assume some of that responsibility.
All right, topic number 4. Friday night college football, Barry. Thumbs up or thumbs down?
I'm a thumbs up on it, particularly this time of year. We're in the playoffs of high school football. It's not like every school in the state's playing. I think I figured up roughly a quarter of the high schools in Oklahoma are playing Friday night. So in Iowa, where Cowboys played Iowa State, Iowa doesn't even play. They play their playoffs all during the week, all different kinds of days. So it's not a Friday night lights culture in Iowa. I think it's fine. It's great exposure for OSU. It's great stage for a team ranked number 2. I think you got to look out for yourself. I think it's okay.
Well, Friday night, I mean, there's games on Tuesday night, Wednesday night, Thursday night, Friday. I mean, practically every night of the week there's a ball game, Barry. So why would Friday night be any different? Generally, I don't like Friday night games. If they were playing this game in September, it wouldn't feel very good. But right now, things are winding down, and there's places in the country that their playoffs are over. It's late enough in the year, you don't want to play in the snow. I think it's okay, but I tell you, it does feel a little bit weird.
And I think it's better in Oklahoma if it's a road game. Now, I don't recommend OU or OSU play a Friday night home game. I don't think that'd be cool. On the road, okay.
All right, lastly, should Bob Stoops start lobbying for his team? Barry, what do you think?
Got an email from a voter in the Harris poll just this morning. and he said, you know, I asked him about the OU, you know, bad loss versus good wins, and he said, you know, you got to penalize OU for that bad loss.
Right.
And right now, OU doesn't have that many good wins. The guy had clearly no idea what he's talking about. Kansas State and Texas and Florida State. Sooners are running out their ears with great wins. Yes, you got to lobby Bob Stoops because there are numbskulls out there that don't know what's going on, and somebody gave them a ballot. So you've got to lobby, Bob. You've got to lobby and try to educate
He's
people.
got a mic put in front of him every Tuesday. Well, anytime he wants. If he says, hey, I want to talk to somebody, there'll be 20 people running down there to listen to Bob Stoops. He has a microphone. Maybe he doesn't like it, and probably nobody does. None of these football coaches get into this to be politicians, but you have to do it, and I think he needs to start right away.
Yeah, he's got to do it, and he's got 3 games left that he can do it. It's not like he's got to buy. He had to buy last week. Do it Saturday night with the Baylor game. Do it over the Thanksgiving weekend. Call ESPN, say, hey, I'll come on.
Yeah.
You know, during the Texas A&M game. Get on the tube. Get your message out there. Negative campaigning works in the political realm, Bob. It's been proven over the decades. Do it in football, too.
I wish we didn't have to do this. I wish the coaches didn't have to lobby, but that's the system we have. It stinks, but that's the way it is. Thanks for joining us on Press Row. Be sure to stay with the best coverage team anywhere at newsok.com and every day in the Oklahoma.